find out more about the trend of marketing U.S. goods to Chinese consumers and Alibaba's role in all of this. We're joined by Dan Stefan, Senior IPO Analyst from Privco. Dan, good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
So Dan, Alibaba really trying to lure Chinese consumers into Black Friday. They partnered up with some big U.S. retailers like Macy's, Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue, but a bit of a lackluster effect. Why?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that we're looking at, and everyone in China knows about Singles Day, which, as you mentioned, is the biggest e-commerce day, over $9 billion in sales, which trumps probably Black Friday, the Thursday of Thanksgiving, the weekend, and Cyber Monday. So people really know about that. You look at Alibaba's S1, which is basically their financials, they mention specifically, this is our biggest day. They're still trying to expand to the US and hopefully going public in the US and being there, they'll have the opportunity.
So is it a question of people having spent all their shopping dollars earlier this month and being tapped out for Thanksgiving and Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which of course are US holidays?
Sure. I mean, it's definitely a potential. We definitely see that there's fewer that are shopping, but a big trend that we're seeing is that people may be waiting for Cyber Monday. Last year, we saw Cyber Monday sales increase about 20%. This year, we don't think it's going to be as high, but we still think consumers are becoming smarter about when exactly they should buy something. If they know that a good is going to be 10% cheaper on Monday.
So Alibaba just part of the whole downward trend that we saw happening on Black Friday. Well, of course, Alibaba being an online retailer, today's its day, Cyber Monday. Do you expect it to have fared better?
I mean, we think Alibaba's always going to do well, but we think the big day for them is going to be the Singles Day. They increase year over year on that, and that's really their focus in getting U.S. brands to Singles Day.
Well, how is Alibaba progressing with gaining traction in the U.S. and with U.S. consumers particularly?
I mean, they're definitely trying. They have partnerships with Macy's, with Coors, with Costco, with Tesla. So they're really trying to get those big brands that both Asian, Chinese consumers and consumers all around the world go. Alibaba's big focus is on China, but they want to expand beyond that to U.S., to Africa, to Europe, to Australia. So those kind of countries.
Well, Dan, we saw that Alibaba stock taking a hit today, down 5%. Are investors just not feeling that optimistic that it's going to come through during the holiday shopping season?
I mean, we don't want to look at one day as an indication, and our main focus is on private stocks, on private companies. But yeah, it's definitely something to look at that it dropped, but we still see the long-term value in Alibaba, even as a public company.
Well, we know that Alipay, Alibaba's online payment system, was also launched a new service which allowed Chinese buyers to use renminbi more easily. What impact do you expect from that?
I mean, it's definitely be a big thing, and with more U.S. companies trying to partner with Alipay and get that exposure to China. China has over 300 million people that are buying things online and using mobile and tablets. So getting that sort of exposure and partnering with Alibaba, things that companies like Macy's are going to do.
Well, so Alibaba's partnering up with Macy's, with Nordstrom, with Saks Fifth Avenue for Black Friday. China, Amazon also putting out promotions for Chinese consumers to shop on American holidays. Why does this even come across as an idea that potentially would make sense?
I mean, a lot of times when certain companies do well in retail, we'll see a trend for others. So kind of when you spend some of your marketing budget on something, we see that as a trend going forward. So all companies are just trying to get users to go to their platform. Obviously, they want to go to their platform over others. And that's kind of one of the things that we're seeing, especially with abandoned cart marketing. You put something in your cart and don't buy it. So companies are really trying to focus on how do I get that consumer to buy something that I have not yet bought. So send emails and possibly discounts. And a lot of companies in the US and abroad are really focusing on this.
Well, focusing back on Alibaba, we mentioned that brick and mortar stores are taking fire at Alibaba as it's the new bad guy, whereas Amazon was public enemy #1 previously, with the sales tax loophole that online shoppers do not have to pay the sales tax. Is this a big concern for Alibaba?
I mean, I don't think it's a big concern. I guess the bigger concern for brick and mortar is just the increase that we've seen in total mobile and web payment. Every year we're seeing a slight increase now, I think over 20% for that. And as people use mobile and tablet more and more and first look for something on their phone, I think over 50% of consumers explore something on their phone and then turn to the web. So brick and mortar are definitely in trouble. And if we look at companies that are solely in that space, we've definitely seen them take a hit. So the big thing that we think companies are doing and really focusing on is developing that online and web presence.
All right. We're going to have to thank you and finish our shopping later. Dan Stefan, Senior IPO Analyst from Privco. And